Okay, I think we're live now. So, um, I think someone is already there. Welcome. If you can hear me, please leave a comment there so we know we're live and we can go straight to the point for today. So, if you can hear me, please leave a comment. Okay, I think we're good. I can hear myself. Yep. Uh, who's there? I can see somebody there. Yep. Good evening. Um, okay, so we have two people there. We're waiting for a few more people to come. So, who's not here? Who's there? Please leave a comment if you are there so I can know who's there. This is a private hangout. It's not everyone is invited. So if you're here, just let me know on the comment that you are here. Yeah. Let me know in the comment if you are here so I can know who's there. I can see we have three people, four people, few people are joining. Um, yeah, so good evening. I think we start. Um, so please confirm you can hear me. Then we go ahead and start. I need a comment from someone. Type something. Who is that doctor? I think that's doctor. Okay. Doctor, you're still awake. So stay awake. Don't sleep. Don't sleep on us. Don't confirm your fake status, your stranger status. Okay, so I'm going to start and go straight to why I call this hangout. It's not really meant to be long. It's just family thing. So if you are here, it means you're family to me. Yeah. Good evening, Precious. Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming. Um, so there are a few things we want to do with this hangout. It's going to be like 30 minutes, so don't worry, your data will not finish. But there are a few things we want to do. Um, First of all, I'm going to take five minutes or so to give a shout out to everyone that's joining. So as we go along, I'm going to give a shout out to everyone that's joining for a few minutes within our time. But also, I'm going to explain the reason why I organized this meet. So I'm going to explain the the agenda in my head why I called for this, why I'm doing this today, so that after the meet you can leave a comment, you can contact me if you have something to say, something to add about what we're doing today. Yeah. So um, yeah, so please leave a comment if you are here. So let me know who's there. Leave a comment if you're here. I hope this light stays on throughout. So good evening once again, Precious and Berry and whoever else is there that I cannot see. Um, please excuse me for a minute. I need to attend to something. Okay. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry, I had to go and take letter from the mayor. So, once again, good evening and welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone, for being there. I hope everybody can hear me. So, first of all, I have a thought in my head. Good evening, Pastor Gloria. Welcome. I have a thought in my head, which is why I call this hangout. I am thinking that there are people in my life that are very dear to me, very precious to me. Okay, very precious doesn't mean it's precious. Okay, precious. Calm down. So there are people in my life that are very dear to me, and people that I take very seriously, and I believe that there are a couple of things we can do together. So one of those things, I'm just going to lay out a couple of things why I call this meet. So one of the things we can do together um, is that we can have time. I don't know how frequently where we share things that are peculiar to us, who family matters. What I mean by that is we can have time when we get to discuss or share different topics, and we can ask questions on those topics as as it applies to us. Because when I do the YouTube videos, I do generic videos, so I make a video about everything, um, any topic that we're talking about for that week or for that month. But we can bring something that concerns us, like where we can not just talk but share, ask questions. We can pick the questions and we can answer the questions on issues, different issues, whether it's career, whether it's education, whether it's money, whether it's business, whether it's job, relationship, marriage, traveling abroad, whatever it is that we want to talk about. And this can be a forum where we get to talk about those kind of things, where also you can any anybody can share what they want us to talk about, and we can talk about it. And while we talk about it, you can ask a question. It's just going to be maybe 30 minutes, 1 hour. I don't know the frequency of how we're going to do this, so it's all open there. After this, or even during this, I'd like to get inputs from everyone. But it's not an open invite to everybody to the YouTube channel. It's it's an invite for certain people. So I'm right from my head. I'm thinking maybe once a month or something like that. We get to hang out like this, but I'll make it more proper. This is just setting what is in my heart out there. But we'll make it a proper hangout meeting where everybody gets to say what is in their mind. Uh, okay, let me reply to this so that you guys will stop disturbing me. Just a minute, please. Blah 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 blah. Where's that? Okay. Okay. How do you put an emoji now? I'm growing old. Emoji is okay. Yes, that's it. That's it. Okay. Sorry for that. I needed to respond. So sorry for the break in transmission. Okay. So I was saying that to do it to have a hangout like this, maybe once a month. I don't know. Somebody can advise on what frequency would work. But we get to talk about any issue, anything that anybody wants us to talk about. You want to learn about something, you want us to talk about something, you can send that kind of feedback to whoever is anchoring this. So someone is going to be anchoring it. I don't know who's the person. So we collect within the group. You send any message you have to that person, what you want us to talk about next time, questions you have, and then when we are live like this, we can also chat about any issues, talk about anything, respond to questions on the matter. So that's one one idea for the meet. The second idea is we get to also pick different people and talk about uh, something about, for example, a business or what profession somebody's into. So we have people in the family who are fashion designers. We have people who are a doctor is there. We have people who sell all kinds of things, who make perfumes, who make clothes, whatever is the profession. So we can get to use the platform to talk about it so that you get to know if you need something, there's somebody within the family who can who offer that service, who can offer the service you need or provide the product you need. So it's also a way to promote within ourselves what anybody is doing. And it's not just a business. That's one more idea, but it can also be an event for someone that's coming. Someone is trying to launch a program to do something, and we can use this platform to talk about it. Yeah, we can use the platform uh, to promote it, if I'll put it like that. So, but to share it so everybody knows that this is what this person is doing, this is what is coming up. This person is getting married. Uh, this person is doing a program, sponsoring something, whether it's business wise or it's philanthropy or anything. We use the opportunity to promote it, basically, so we can talk about it. So that's something let's talk about. Another thing to do with this hangout is also to once a while bring someone who is a professional on a subject to join us in the hangout. So we'll be able to do two people live at the same time, and I can bring a professional on something that we would like to learn about or would like to hear about, and we can get to ask the person questions within the family. So whether it's about music, we bring a music person. Whether it's about uh, healthcare, we bring somebody to talk to us about something we need to learn. Whether it's about career, whether it's about whatever it is that we think we need to or we can learn, we can decide to bring in somebody to join the family for any of the episodes, and we can hear from the person, ask the person questions live, and then get to chat any other question want to ask the person, want to learn something from to so pick somebody's brain, okay, on any profession, on any subject. So it's in my thinking, uh, welcome Chichi, it's in my thinking that we should have this kind of hangout where we can benefit for ourselves um, every month. I'm just thinking aloud, but maybe it's better to do it less frequently or more frequently. I don't know. But when we do the YouTube programs, we are not able to interact. So the idea of this is to be able to interact. The idea of this is to be able to communicate, to share, to learn from each other. So those of us who are live now and those who are going to watch this later, I mean, you have the link. Like I said, it's not open, so I'm not making it as public. I'm making it as private or unlisted. That means uh, it's only if you have the link that you can watch these. So uh, I would like to get the feedback between today, tomorrow, a couple of days, or even right now on the chat. But I'd like to get the feedback of what you think, what input you think you can add, what's your suggestions, what do you think about the idea. Is it good? Is it bad? Should we do it differently? Whatever it is that you think. I would like to get that feedback so we know how to strategize and plan this. Okay. So it's not going to be very formal. It's hangout, it's play, it's gist, but it's also opportunity to learn something and to promote something within us. So if there's something I know I want to share, I get to share, and while I'm sharing, you can ask questions. But if there's also something you're doing and you want us to promote it, you're an event planner, you're a caterer, you're opening your next shop somewhere, and you want us to talk about it, you want us to even pray together as family or anything like that. So the idea that this is the basic idea of this hangout. So today is just for me to introduce the subject, throw it out there for all of us, and collate our feedback, what we think, what we can add, what we can subtract. So that's the whole idea of this. So I'd really appreciate your input, your feedback, Precious, Pastor G, Jovita. Oh, who else is there right now, and who else will be watching this later? I would really appreciate uh, feedback right now and later on what you think about it. Yeah. So for for those who just joined, before I do a bit of shout out and get out of your way, I'm just going to recap quickly what I said for those who joined late. So I said basically that my thinking is that we should have a hangout regularly, whether it may be monthly or so, where we can share together, we can gist, I can share something, I can invite a guest to join in the hangout at different times. They can also share something on whatever is their profession or their field or specialty that we can learn from, we can benefit from, whether it's Christian matter or non-Christian matter, whether it's secular, whether it's a particular profession, or a particular thing happening that we want to learn about, we want to know about. We can grab somebody uh, who is an authority on the subject, and the person can join us and share with us, right? Um so please, if you are just joining, you can leave a comment. Let me know who's there. I can see some people are joining. You can leave a comment to know who's there. Okay, so that's my thinking. I'm thinking let's create a fellowship, a meeting time where we get to hang out here on YouTube, maybe once a month. I'm proposing, but it could be more frequent, less frequent. Uh, Winifred, thank you for coming. So I'm proposing we have that kind of meet regularly. I would really like to get your feedback on what you think about it. Whether it's going to finish your data, whether you need data allowance for German and Marathi and the children. Okay. So today's meeting is not the full house. I didn't invite everybody because, like I said, I'm just introducing the subject. So the full house, when I was making the list, would probably be somewhere around 50 to 60 people who are very close to my heart, who are like family to me, close friends and children, mainly people that I think that I can have an influence over their life, and I think that each of us can also have an influence over another person's life or journey. So uh, for example, if I'm talking one day about planning a wedding for the younger ones who are wedding, the older ones who are married can also share tips that they want the younger ones to know when they are planning a wedding. If we're talking about relocating abroad, those who are halfway, three-quarter way on their journeys, because I know that a lot of people are planning to move out of the country now. I mean, we all know say the country don't cast. So, like I was telling Daniel yesterday that, and Faith, I think is Faith here. I don't think Faith is here. So I was telling Daniel and Faith yesterday that if you have a chance to move out of this country, guy, take that chance. The country don't cast. Feel me? If you have a chance to leave this country, don't begin to speak grammar. You know, 20 years ago, 17, 18 years ago, I had the chance to move out of the country. I was like, no, I like Nigeria. Okay. But the Nigeria of 17 years ago is not the Nigeria today. This Nigeria today, if you have the chance to leave this country, guy, my first advice for you is take that chance. Yeah, there's hardly any part, yes, so Chichi, there's hardly any country in Nigeria in the world. Now, maybe I can name maybe less than 10 that are worse to live in than Nigeria. The way the people they run the country, there's something they worry them for head. The way they are running the country, where they are going to, if you can escape, if you have a way, guy, take that way. That's my advice. So in this meeting I'm talking about, back to the subject, if you have if for example I'm talking about ways to relocate out of Nigeria, we can talk about that one day, and I know there are many of us who want to get that kind of information. So we can collate some information together from two, three, four, five of us, bring it together, we present it here on any of the hangout, any of the month, and so that's sharing information. Those who are halfway on that journey, three-quarter way on the journey, those who are going to Canada, to England, to different places, we can collate what they've learned, options that are available, uh, and then we can present it here. So you join in the hangout for that month or for that week or however frequent we are doing it, and you can gain relevant information that we can share as family. Yeah, so that's the idea of this hangout I'm talking about. To meet like this, but in a more proper setting where we can split the screen. I can present something on the screen and you can see it on your device. We can invite someone who can talk about different issues and make presentations, and we can also see it there, and we can ask questions. We can interact live as we are, um, but also we can promote things within us. We can promote Winnie Sense. We can promote what's that Jovita's company name again? I've forgotten. The one, the what's that your company name, Jovita? You can type it for me there. The catering business that you do. We can promote that. We can talk about law. We have Barrister Gloria in the house. So if we have legal issues we want to talk about, she can talk to us that time, or we can present whatever she's doing. Uh, okay, Winifred says we can zoom and link to YouTube. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know how that works, but that's something we need to take offline and explore. Sounds interesting. So we can zoom and link to YouTube. Okay, so that's good to expand the channel. Oz Cakes, thank you, Chichi. Oz Cakes and Confectionaries. So if we have the time one of those days, we can talk about cakes and confectionaries. And if you are around where Chichi is delivering, we can present her, or Golden, for example, or our cakeist and caterer. What's her name? Favor is into food, and she's opening eateries very soon, and we can talk about that. Okay, and different things that people do. We have a fashion doctor, uh, so we can talk about that. You know, um, so that's the idea of this interaction. That's the idea of this hangout I'm talking about. I'm going to find a proper name to call it. But I would like to know. Please give me your input. I'm just going to keep this short, so I'm going to round up in a few minutes. But then I don't know if the doctor is still awake or she has gone to sleep because she's a sleepy doctor. But let's not go into that. Okay, so that's my idea. That's what I want to present in this meeting. That's the main reason why I call this hangout today. That's why I didn't invite a lot of people. I think I invited less than 20 people for this. I shared the link with maybe like 20 people or less. But then there are more people that I have that I consider family to me. There's Naomi, there is Kingsley, the two Kingsley, there's David and Daniel, there is GBK and Isaac. We have lots of people that are like family, young people. Most of us here are, I think I'm the old man. Most of us here are 20s and early 30s and things like that. you know so there are information that we need, and this hangout can be an opportunity to share the information but also to interact. Yeah. So there's a group of people I want to bring together in this hangout every month or so, but I'd like to know what you think. If it should be monthly, or it should be less frequent, or more frequent. uh, Doctor is still awake. Okay. So give me your feedback, please. What you think about it. I would like to know. Um, we'll explore the Zoom thing to see how we can get some interaction. So there are several parts of it in conclusion. One part is me sharing information with the house. Information I have learned in my experience, information that I used to share on YouTube, but in a more interactive format. Information also that I pick from even people within the family. So I collate information together and I bring it out here. That's one. The other thing that can be done in it is to bring in a guest to talk about something. So you want to start recording music, and I can invite maybe Samuel Poso or Kike or Reverend Victor, Nathaniel, somebody to for that month as a guest to come and talk about music, or we're talking about career, or we're talking about health, or we're talking about relocating abroad. If we have a friend who is a specialist, consultant, or an agent on relocation, we're talking about schooling abroad, we can get someone to come and talk about. So every month, or whatever frequently we're doing, we're going to get somebody on the subject we are treating for that month who can talk about it. So you can now join and learn, but also get to ask questions live on the chat so that we can interact. That's the second thing we're doing. The third thing we're doing is we are promoting businesses and programs and events within the family. So somebody's doing something, somebody's trying to do something, and you want us to give a shout out to each. You want us to put it out there so that if we have this family of around 60 people, So we get 60 more people to know what you're doing. And because we are family, and I can vouch for you because you're my family, it means that every other person in the family, we can vouch for each other. We can promote each other, patronize each other, know what we are doing, know who's doing stuff and who is up to something, and then we can know how to support, how to, somebody's going through problem. We can also use this channel to support that. So if somebody within the family is going through something and we need to contribute for the person, for example, or even if it's our prayers, if it's our calls, and I can put it out here for as long as the person is okay with us putting it out here that this is what this person is going through, is what we can do to support. That's part of all the family hangout. Then I talked about you being part of the process. So you get to contact and say, okay, I want us to talk about this thing, or I have this thing to share, or I have this thing I'm going through, I need information. We can talk about it in next edition of the hangout. So it's purely family hangout within us. So if you're just joining now, I'm not going to repeat all this again. So because I'm rounding up now, I wanted to keep it less than 30 minutes. We are 27 minutes on the clock. So I'm rounding up. I'm just going to give some shout out before I go. But before I go, if you miss some part of this whole talk and you're lost in what I'm talking about, when we are done, just go back and watch it again. You have the link, just click it, and then you can rewind it to the beginning and watch it again, and you can understand what I'm talking about. There's a reason why I call this hangout, and it's dear to my heart. I'd like to do it because I think it will be of blessing to a lot of us. But I'd like to know what you think. That's why we're having this meeting today. I'd like to know what you think is a good idea. If you think there's something you can add or remove. If you think it's a totally trash idea, also send it to me. So the next thing I'm going to say is to roll it out properly. I'm going to have a small committee of one or two persons who are going to be working with me from the family. I'm going to pick one or two persons who have been working with me to help with the organization. So I'm going to put your email out there, your phone number. So if anybody wants to contact before the meeting to say, I have this to say, I want this to do, that person can contact you. So if you want to volunteer to be part of that small committee of two or three people that can help with the organization of all this, please let me know. Send me a personal message on my WhatsApp. Let me know. I think everybody here has a way to reach me on WhatsApp. So reach me. Let me know if you want to be a part of the small committee of people who can help with facilitating this thing. Then we can meet offline and we can discuss how to do that and plan the program. I still have some work to do on the software part of it. I need to install some things that can allow sharing of screen on YouTube, that can allow better presentation, that can allow two people from different locations to be on the same channel live in case we're having guests. So I have some work on the technical side to do to get this ready. But summary, that's what we want to do. So, like I said, if you're just joining and you miss some part of it, no problem. Just rewind to the beginning after this and watch it again. And if you're watching this after we are live, and I still want your input, I still want everything you can use. So just contact me and tell me what you think about it. What you think about the idea? Is it good or bad? And all that. Jovita says this is a cool, good idea. Thank you, Papi. Thank you, Chichi. I love you. Okay, so now shout out to Chichi first of all. She's a great girl. If you don't know Chichi, one day we'll talk about her in this hangout. She's a wonderful, wonderful girl. She's my Chichi. I'm good there. To Winifred, my F1, to Pastor G for life. Shout out to Precious. Thank you for coming. If you've not left a comment, then I don't know if you are there, so I may not be able to give a shout out to you. So it's good if you leave a comment now. We have a few minutes to round up. Yes, Winifred, thank you. I love you. I love you, Winnie. Uh, who is there again? I'm not seeing it. Yeah, Doctor is there. So yeah, promise. You are just joining. You are late comer, so you missed everything we said. So promise you have to rewind back after this and you have to watch everything because there's so much that has been said and I need your feedback on what has been said. So shout out to Promise, the Abuja Queen. When you go to Abuja, you call Promise. She's going to host you on my bill. Uh, she's going to host you on my bill, and then you will pay after. Feel me? So shout out to Promise from Abuja. Good to have you. Shout out to Ife. Is Ife there? Ife girl, I think she's she's there somewhere. I don't know if she's there. If you are there, you can leave a comment. Let's know you are there. Who else is there? If you have not mentioned your name, so again, just to say thank you for all the love I had on my birthday. We're still in my birthday month, so I'm going to use the opportunity to say thank you for all the love. I'm overwhelmed. Yesterday was Faith's birthday, so shout out to Faith. It was her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to Faith. On the second was Ebere, the doctor, happy birthday, doc. Again, June people, you know how we are. We are. I mean, if you are June, you are June. You must have done something in heaven for God to say no. You are too special. Go in the month of June. It's just the way it is, man. November people should just calm down. In your next life, try and please God more in heaven so that God can put you in the June crew. It's just the way it is, man. So thank you, everyone, for everything. So we're going to stop here. I promise, don't fight it. Don't fight it. Yeah, don't fight it. No fit you. Don't fight it. July is the June people that used to tell lies shifted to July. You understand? They should have come in June, but we don't take liars in June, so that's how they ended up in July. So take her, Chichi. You'll be okay. Stop telling lies. Just try and take it as a commitment this year. Say I'm going to stop lying for once in my life. Just don't mind me. Okay. So I don't know if I missed anyone out there. So I'd really like to get your feedback, please. I'm going to stop soon. Or if anybody has any other thing you want me to talk about, you can say it now. We will round up in a few minutes. If I don't have any new comment, we will uh, we will round up. Shout out to Chioma and Amarachi. They are writing exams. They're in their final year in schools. Please pray for them. Uh, and send money to them so that when they are writing their exams, they are not hungry. Also, Ife, Faith, Precious, Ebube, Victor. So I have a lot of people who are in the finals and they're just rounding up with school. If you know any of the new ones I called, because you can't know everybody, but if you know Victor, he's a great guy. Please send him something and give him a shout out in this exam. Um, if you know Precious. My Precious. Please look after her for me. So these people, they are in their final year, and you know how it is in school, and they're writing exams, and they are hungry. Amarachi is hungry. You know she's always hungry. So send her food if you know how to send her food. Shout out to Amara. Shout out to Winifred. You're feeling like what? You know everybody I mentioned. You know Victor. Well, you know everybody, sha. You did try for your age. But there are some you don't know, but okay, you still know them. So, like I said, there's a bigger family. My estimate is around 60 people. I'm going to send the link to. So we meet every month or whenever, and we do the shout out and we enjoy ourselves. Thank you very much for coming. Any other thing before I go, Santa Winnie? Any other thing you want to point out, Doctor? Any other thing? Doctor is in birthday mood. She's still receiving cake. So and she's a cakey. She loves cake for a living. She eats cake for a living. So if you want to send her cakes, do that. When she will add the weight, it's coming in the future. It's not now. Uh, so yeah, send her anything you want to send her. So shout out to all the final year students who are writing their exams. We pray for you that you will have success in your exams and that you will finish strong. In the name of Jesus, you will do well in 2021. We pray for you. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it. So thank you for coming. We're going to close it here. I'm not getting any new comment, any new questions. So nice hanging out with you guys, and I'll collect all your feedback. Please, everyone, send me a feedback, please, so that I'll use that to build this whole thing. Uh, thank you, Winifred. I love you too. Thank you. So send your feedback in, and let's do this. Let's do this. Chichi, thank you. I love you too. Yeah. Take care and have a good evening, everyone. And thank you for hanging out with me today. See you in the next one, and when we sort it out properly, I'll send the links out. Good night, everyone. I love you all. Pastor G, thank you. I didn't see Dafe. Is he here? Debros. Did I send him an invite? I think I did. Okay. So I don't know if Dafe is here. I didn't see him. Yeah. Who else is here that I have not seen? Chioma. Chioma, were you here since or you just coming in? I think you are a late comer. I've not seen you since. So I think you probably sneaked in late. So if you sneaked in late, please go to the beginning and watch all the stuff so you understand what we are really saying. Pastor Sosa, thank you. I didn't know you were there since. Great. So Yes, yeah. Okay, you're saying about the Zoom that it's a good idea to on Zoom and live stream on YouTube or Facebook. Okay, so you're going to help me with that, Pastor, with how to do. I mean, I'm comfortable doing it on YouTube, but I'd like to link it to other platforms if possible. But this is not the general broadcast. This is only for family. Okay, maybe we'll have something for general where we just have a question and answer on any issue. But this is strictly for people who are family, so about 60 people. So we'll walk around how to do it on Zoom, live stream to YouTube and Facebook. Also, I'd like to get your feedback on the sound. Is it clear, um, or is it a bit muffed up? Just let me know what you think. So thank you, Pastor Sosa, for that. Effect girl, I don't understand. Okay, don't mind her. Sending me something. And who are these sending me some? Uh, okay, okay. Becky, is Becky there? I didn't see any message from you. Becky, are you there? Oh, D Bros, you are there, Dr. D. So that's Daffy, my brother. Shout out to the doctor, the Ukrainian doctor. Good to have you in the house, Daffy. Good to see you. Good to see you. Chibike. Oh my God, Chibike is there. Thank you, Chibike. Thank you, Chibike. Good to have you in the house. So if you came late and you missed this is not just a shout out show. We have discussed something critical today. So if you missed it, I'm not going to revert again because we are finished. So go back to the beginning, rewind later, and just watch everything and give me your feedback. I'm waiting for feedbacks. I've gotten some feedbacks on my WhatsApp. I've gotten some feedback here. I like to get more feedback. One thing I want to know is the frequency of the hangout, please. Is monthly okay? Is it should be weekly, 2 weekly, 2 monthly, whatever? And then whatever ideas you have to add to it, please send them to me. Winifred says the sound is clear. Okay, thank you for that feedback. So for me, I like to hang out with all you guys. You know me, I can hang out for Africa. You know, it's the family. I like family. So I like to do this, but I'd like to know what you think about it. Thank you very much, and see you again. I love you all. Bye bye, and good night.